They've been lying to you about paradise. No, it's not just Bali, not just the Maldives, and definitely not the same overhyped tourist traps plastered all over Instagram. The real treasure, it's shaped like a teardrop floating quietly in the Indian Ocean, ready to rewrite everything you thought you knew about travel. Most people miss it, they scroll past, blinded by flashy ads and bucket list cliches. But those who truly know, the wanderers, the seekers, the souls chasing something deeper, they've felt it, that pulse, that magnetic pull to a land where ancient temples breathe, wild elephants roam free, and the tea tastes like history in a cup. If you've ever felt your vacations lacked meaning, if you've stood on a beach and thought, is this all there is? Sri Lanka is your answer. This isn't just a place you visit, it's a place that visits you, leaves a mark, and whispers long after you've left. We're diving into the untold, the unexpected, the unbelievable, sacred ruins, jungle trains, soul-hugging flavors, and sanctuaries untouched by time. But fair warning, once you see the real Sri Lanka, the bar for beauty and wonder will never be the same. So pack curiosity, leave expectations behind, and don't blink, because what you're about to discover, you won't find in brochures, you'll feel it in your bones. A teardrop of nature and culture. There's something magical about a teardrop-shaped island in the Indian Ocean. Sri Lanka isn't just a point on a map, it's a living storybook of nature, rhythm, and resilience. A place where sunrises feel sacred and every breeze carries ancient whispers. This isn't about landmarks, it's about the island's pulse. You walk through forest and find a centuries-old Bodhi tree, sip tea on a misty hillside while monks chant in the distance. These aren't rare, they're daily life here. Sri Lanka blends the ordinary with the extraordinary. A travel guide here isn't about logistics, it's about storytelling. The seasons don't follow typical patterns. They're monsoons that shape everything. The southwest rains wash the coast, while the northeast breathes through ancient cities. To truly feel Sri Lanka, you don't dodge the rain, you sync with nature's rhythm. And the biodiversity? Unbelievable. Vibrant flowers, chattering monkeys, butterflies the size of your hand. If walking barefoot grounds your soul, Sri Lanka will feel like home. This isn't just a biodiversity hotspot, it's a spiritual classroom. But if you think the landscapes are magical, wait until you step into the wild heart of the island. Wildlife wonderland, Sri Lanka doesn't wake with alarms. It rises with the rumble of elephants and the calls of peacocks. This isn't a documentary, it's real life in one of the world's most vibrant wildlife havens. From jungles to golden plains, the island protects creatures found nowhere else. In Yala National Park, a leopard may be watching, hidden but ever present. You're not just a visitor, you're part of nature's delicate dance. With the right guide, even a short safari becomes a soul-stirring journey where every paw print tells a story. And it's not just about the big animals. In Odawalawe, herds of elephants move like ancient royalty. The bird life here flashes colors that don't seem real. Biodiversity becomes more than a concept, it becomes personal. Conservation here is sacred. Rangers know elephants by name. Villagers leave fruit near leopard paths. Want to support it? Choose ethical safaris, skip zoos, follow the land's rhythm. Travel transforms into protection. Once you look into the eyes of a wild elephant, something shifts. You begin to wonder, what other stories is this land fiercely protecting? Not colonial legacy in tea and trains. The British left behind more than railways. They left a legacy of tea and steel. Today, that legacy winds through highlands carved by history. The train from Kandy to Ella isn't just scenic, it's spiritual. Locals sip chai while valleys roll past like paintings. Hills painted with rows of tea plants. Leaves hand-plucked by women humming songs passed down for generations. Tea here isn't just a drink, it's a symbol of resilience and quiet strength. A single cup in Nuwara Eliya carries echoes of empire. Colonial influence doesn't dominate, it coexists. Red brick stations stand beside banyan trees. British architecture now shelters cafes and eco-lodges. Sri Lanka doesn't erase its past, it layers it, and each layer has a story. That train ride? It's meditation on rails. You'll pass jungle bridges, waterfalls, tea estates, and kids waving from villages. What stays isn't just the view, it's the stillness and the feeling that time slows when you're exactly where you should be. And just beyond the next bend, flavors, rituals, and memories await. A feast of flavors. Sri Lankan cuisine is memory, magic, and identity served on banana leaves. From fragrant curries to crispy hoppers, each dish is bold and unapologetic. You don't just eat here, you experience. Mornings begin with string hoppers and sambal. Lunch is rice surrounded by curries in every shade. Meals are shared in circles, with hands, not forks, with laughter, not silence. It's not just food, it's ritual. Markets hit your senses hard. Chili, cardamom, curry leaves, dried fish. Want to taste it right? Forget tourist buffets. Ask a local family if you can join them for dinner. You'll get more than a meal. You'll get a doorway into their world. Even the drinks carry legacy. Sip Sweet King Coconut on a hot day, or try a rack, a local spirit that hits deep. Food here isn't just taste, it's connection, culture, and it leads you straight to sacred spaces. Sacred temples and ancient capitals walk barefoot through Anuradhapura, where temples rise from earth older than memory. Monks glide in saffron robes. Dagobas pierce the sky. The past isn't gone, it's alive. In Kandy, the Temple of the Tooth holds a relic of the Buddha. Chanting fills the air. Flowers flood the steps. Whether or not you believe, you feel something ancient here. Polonnaruwa tells a different tale of kings and battles carved in stone. Rent a bike, glide through the ruins, and listen to what's still breathing beneath the silence. Dambulla's cave temples humble you. Murals unfold stories of sacrifice and enlightenment. These places aren't just religious, they're reverent. They remind you to pause, to listen. And just as your soul opens, the island leads you back to the edge, where the ocean hums its own sacred rhythm. Coastal charms. Salt in your hair, sun on your skin. Sri Lanka's coasts heal something inside you. In Marissa, golden sands welcome dreamers. Arugam Bay offers world-class waves and coconut smoothies by sunrise. Coconut Tree Hill, famous for a reason. It's not just pretty, it's permission to breathe, to reflect, to imagine new paths. In Gala, the Dutch fort still watches over the sea. Walk centuries-old walls. Sip espresso in colonial cafes. History lingers in every brick and breeze. And for pure awe, go whale watching. Blue whales breach the surface as time slows to a stop. You'll forget your phone. You'll remember wonder. Urban ecological duality, Colombo tells a different story. High-rises rise while tuk-tuks weave through temples and traffic, but nature never disappears. Lagoons, parks, birds nesting in city trees. Negombo moves slower. Dawn nets, chiming churches, beach cafes. Here, heritage and modernity don't clash, they dance. In Kalpataya and Bentota, sea meets adrenaline. Kite surfers fly, coral reefs fight to breathe. Choose wisely. Eco lodges, reef-safe sunscreen, mindful travel. Your presence has impact. Even party spots like Hikkaduwa offer lessons. Local biologists now protect sea turtles with tourist help. Volunteer, sponsor a nest, be part of something lasting. Hidden sanctuaries. Sometimes peace doesn't shout, it whispers. In Nuwara Eliya, mist wraps colonial cottages. Tea by the fire. Gardens like poetry. Sinaraja Forest, on the other hand, roars with life. Creatures watching you quietly. A natural cathedral where everything has purpose. And here at Katia Bay, barefoot freedom. No clocks, no noise. Just waves, surfers, and slow conversations that last hours. Want off-grid? Hike the Knuckles Range. Journal under stars. Swim in unnamed waterfalls. Let the silence speak. So now that you've seen the real Sri Lanka, what are you gonna do with it? Let it be another video, or finally take the leap, book the trip, and let this island rewrite how you live? When was the last time you felt small in the best way? When culture moved you and flavors spoke louder than words? Sri Lanka isn't calling, it's shouting, come live deeper. So, what stirred you most? The sacred temples, the waves, the train in the mist? Tell me in the comments. And if you've been there, what was your moment of magic? If this made your heart race even a little, subscribe, hit the bell, and join us, because the next adventure, it's already waiting.